Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. Adam, you should be able to unmute yourself here.
I
There we
can.
go. There we go. There we go, my friend.
So is
Okay.
this working?
Yes, we're up, my friend. We are up. We are
Perfect.
live on Facebook. Thank you so much, Adam, for coming on with me this evening. I apologize to everybody for the technical errors. Adam and I were doing a little troubleshooting. We're our own techies here, but we're getting into it right away with you guys. How to multiply your income, how to live a life of prosperity in all areas of your life, not just money, but health and wellness in general.
Yeah.
So Adam, where do we start, my friend? Where do you think might be a great place to start this evening?
I believe I would love to start with how we think about money, because I believe this is a very sensitive topic. Everyone is like usually run away from talking about money and the how they think about it and how we should be thinking about money. Actually, is not how we think about how we should be thinking about money.
Mm,
So money is consciousness. Money is an idea. It's not just a piece of paper of the money. It's just a piece of paper and some ink on it, and it's presented as money. But money is a consciousness, and if you understand it, that everything around that is going to be easy later. So earning money and spending money is going to be very easy when you understand that the money is an idea. We invented this idea to start with each other how to to cooperate. And I give you an example and a story. Like if we are like neighbors and we're going outside for hunt, so I
right.
can make arrows, and but you really don't like hunting, and you are making bad arrows. So I will give you my arrows to hunt, so we can exchange who is like enjoying hunting more, and the other one who is like doing the best arrows.
Hmm.
So I can give you my arrows and you can go hunt if you love hunting more than me. But imagine if one day I wake up and I said like, okay, I'm not gonna give you the arrows because I don't need meat right now. I give you arrows, you give me meat, so I don't need meat right now, so I'm not gonna give you arrows. So you are not going to hunt, and you are not going to have your meat.
Hmm.
So at this moment, the money is there. So I can give you the money to buy your arrows and go hunt. So you don't need my meat right now. You just get the money as exchange for the arrow. So it became an idea to exchange the benefits with each other.
Right, right. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I see how that's
Yeah,
coming together. Right. Like an equal exchange of value, right? That's all
yeah,
the center of all commerce, all trade, equal exchange of value, or we would hope so, right?
yeah. That's what I expected. It's started like in the dark ages before.
Right.
So it's an idea. People invented as an idea. So
Right.
that's the money. Not just a piece of paper, or not just like the stocks market, and it's not just like that. So when you understand what do you feel about money, uh, what do you want from the money,
Mm.
and from where you're gonna earn it, you will make it so easy,
Yes.
right?
I like what you just said there. Yeah. Like it's so important that when we talk about money, we connect it clearly to something that we really want. Because usually it's not necessarily the money that we're after. Money
Yeah,
is the means to an end, right?
yeah,
And so the people who pursue money just for the sake of money, first of all, they're probably not really ever going to be satisfied because enough will never be enough, right?
yeah, exactly.
And it's an empty objective. because we want what money can purchase for us. We want the experiences money can buy us. We want the things money can buy us. We want, whether it be food, whether it be travel, whether it be just, hey, you know, paying your bills, right? Paying your necessary expenses, having enough money to do that, and then a little more left over is kind of the goal, right? Or not,
Sure.
I shouldn't say goal. I got to watch myself, but because we're going to talk about that later. But that would be the aim. That's what we aim to do, is to have enough and more to enjoy. And I like what you said. How do we feel about money? How do you guys feel about money? Leave a comment. Let us know how you feel about money, because if money makes you feel uncomfortable, you know, our teacher Bob, he says something really profound. Money goes where it's invited. So we have to invite it in. We have to coax it in, and it stays where it's welcome. So that's really important, because if we don't open the door and allow abundance to flow in, it'll never come. It'll never go to your bank account, right?
Yeah, sometimes I hear people like they say, money is not important. Money is it's something secondary.
Right.
Of course, money is not the main goal in your life.
Never.
But it's still important.
Absolutely.
Because money, it's buying you the better house, better car, or all the accessories that you have, that you would like to have in your life. It's buying you a better health insurance. It's buying you like an whatever you would like to. So I heard Lord Bacon say it. Money is a good servant, and it's a bad master.
Oh, I love that.
So if you use the money as your servant, it will serve you very well.
Right.
If you take the money as your master, you will be the servant for the money. Money should be working for you. You shouldn't be working for money.
Right.
So as we talk, like as I talk with you, Ian, we usually say we would love to do something we enjoying.
Absolutely.
So when I go to work, or I open a new business, or I operate what I would love to operate from a business or a industry or a company, if I'm not there to enjoy, so I am serving the money. The money is not serving me.
Wow.
I would love, I would love to jump from my bed, and I'm going to do something enjoyable. I'm doing something I'm enjoying. I'm happy to do it. But if you are like, imagine you're going to somewhere to work just to get your paycheck by the end of the week or after 2 weeks, and you get your paycheck, and you always complaining about like my boss is very mean, my work is very hard. As much as you complain, as much as you lower your income.
Oh, wow, that's powerful.
It's a law. So when you are keep complaining about your job, you're giving your work or your job is a negative energy.
Right.
So you don't want to go there. You go there late. You make absent. You call sick, something like that. So you're already lowering your income, and you don't know how. I'm lowering my income. My income is going down, but that's because of you. Because of your energy that you are putting into this work. Because it's not enjoyable for you. So you need to choose what is enjoyable for you. What's make you have fun while you are working. If you are not in this state, it's very bad. Because you are serving money. Money is not serving you.
Wow.
Right?
I love that distinction. I love, first of all, I love how you use a very practical way of explaining that. Because, you know, it's one thing to say, oh, you know, do what you love and love what you do. And that's, and I agree. I mean, we live by that, right? You should live by that. Or it's to your advantage. But then, you know, it's easy to confuse the purpose for that which we're working, right? If money, like you said, if money becomes the master, if we're just serving money, we're not going to be satisfied. We're not going to be happy. And we're certainly not going to be fulfilled in what we're doing. And resentment grows there. So then you have resentment growing. Your energy is down. Your energy is negative. And, you know, your energy is what allows for the income, because money is a reward for service rendered. You're not serving people when you show up to wherever it is you work or do whatever it is you do. If you do that in a negative energy, if you do that in a negative spirit, you're not going to
Yeah.
be well received. Your customers and clients really aren't going to care for that. It's certainly not going to do well for business on the long term, no matter what industry you're in. And what we give out is what comes back. The energy
Exactly.
that we put out there comes back by law. And
Yeah.
that's why we keep talking about the laws of the universe. That's why we keep talking about the science of getting rich, because it is a science, because it operates by law. Gravity works whether you want to it or not. The law of cause and effect is always operative. Right now, what Adam and I are doing, we're creating a cause. We're putting energy out. We're giving ourselves out to you guys so that you can experience the effect of our energy. Right? So I love this. I love this. We should love people and use money. Money is a tool.
Yeah.
Money can extend
So
our service beyond, our reach.
I would say 97% of people, they live and die and they don't know how to earn money because they don't teach you that in the school.
Right.
You grow up in a school and you just like looking forward to graduate from your high school or from your college to get a job and this job, and then you grow in your career. That's how you make money. Or another kind of business model. So you start up and you make a startup business and you work on it and you make it bigger and then make it bigger. And so you make money from there. But it's not about that only. Money is a reward. It's a gift. So you serve as much as you serve people, as much as the bigger is the reward.
Right.
So the better service and the greater service is the greater the gift and the reward. Because as we talked about it, it's a law. So as much as you give, as much as you get.
Exactly.
Don't expect you go to your work or start your business and you don't give all the passion, all the love, all the help, all the service that you can give, and you can get more. No, if you are not giving enough, you are not getting enough.
Mm-hmm.
And this, like, watch this. I'm not saying here working hard.
Right.
I'm saying here working smart.
Mm-hmm.
And still you have to put efforts, of course. I'm not gonna say that's an easy and you just work 2 hours a day and then you're gonna make a fortunate amount of money. No, that's not gonna happen.
Right.
Because we generate money, we generate wealth, we generate health with the effort you put. You can stay at your chair at home and you're gonna have muscles. No, you have to go to the gym, you have to exercise, you have to make some workout so you can get the muscles. It's same as money. You have to work, you have to think to generate this amount of money. You have to serve. So when you serve people, when you give them all the power you have, you as much as money as you get.
Exactly right. Exactly right. I'll use an example in my life where I was violating the law, Adam. In my previous position at a certain local grocery store, if you know me personally, you know where I come from. I did a fair job. Okay, let's put that out there. I did a decent job, but my attitude was very poor. And if you were a customer of mine, if you're a regular of mine, if you're a friend of mine or a colleague of mine, you might think that sounds weird. Like, wait a second, Ian, you were usually positive and you had fun and you joked around with customers, you created a good experience, so on and so forth. Yeah, but we're going to talk about attitude in a little bit deeper detail here with you, because your attitude towards money, it will surely drive your income. Like if you're here to learn how to earn more money, stick around for the little lesson on attitude here, because it's everything. I mean, when we're talking about sending energy out, what do we mean by that? Well, we're going to break that down here. But at first, I'm going to share with you this story. So I was wanting to earn more money. I was wanting to be deserving of more money, but I was not putting in the effort required to, or the attitude required to earn that money back. I was not giving of myself enough in my job. And I started to blame the job. I started to blame my bosses. I started to blame the structure. There's nowhere for me to go. There's nowhere for me to move into. It was just my attitude. There's always an opportunity for you. There's always a position for you to move into. And, you know, if you're currently employed and you want a promotion, somebody's occupying that position and you're thinking, well, why should I, you know, put in more effort? I mean, that position's closed. I may as well I'll just coast, right? I earn such and such an hour and I'm just going to put in the bare minimum. And that's what I mean by attitude. So what I was doing was I was showing up to my job most days, right? And I was putting in not very much. I was not putting myself into my work. And I resentment grew between me and my employer. And really, it was the chief reason was because I wasn't doing something I love to do. And Adam talked about the importance of doing the thing you love to do. Work was not fun for me. It was work. Money became the servant, I became the servant. Money became the master. I was just there for a paycheck. I was just there to keep the bills paid. And guess what? That's all I ever did. In fact, some months I didn't even do that. But it all comes down to, and it gets easier when you're doing something you love to do. So first, I would say you should ask yourself and comment, what is your passion? How would you love to serve people? What activates you? What turns you on? What lifts you up and fires you up about the work that you do now? Maybe you want to change your employment. Maybe you want to start a business. Leave a comment and let us know what your thoughts are around that, because it's so important. It's so important that we love what we do.
And also I would say, what you're thinking, from where you are thinking. Are you thinking from a poverty mentality, or are you thinking from a prosperity mentality?
Right.
Because I'll give you an example for that. I used to have a nice lady working for me. And usually I motivate my employees, and we have like a nice, positive environment. And she was usually having a word, watch your words, guys. Like, it's really effective. It turns to reality.
Yeah.
She was always having this. I am poor. She was always saying that. I am poor. And I say, it's like, hey, you are not poor. And watch your words. What you will be poor. And poor is not only in money. Believe me, guys. If you are thinking you are poor, it's not only money. That's gonna affect your whole life, your health, your relationship with your spouse or with your partner. So she kept saying that I am poor, I'm living in the government, and she having a good amount of money. Like, she making good salary and she having good amount of money. She is working every day. She is working full time, but she keeps saying, I'm poor. She ended up in the hospital.
Wow.
Because she keeps saying, I'm poor. And so her health started to get poor. She started to break down. Every day she had something to complain about. Oh, my hands are hurting me. My ears are hurting me. Oh, my stomach is hurting me. She started to get poor and poor and poor and poor. And she ended in the hospital. Her relationship started to break down because she was keep saying, I am poor. So one thing I will tell you guys, and it has to be out of your dictionary, this word. Don't think from the poverty mentality. Think from the prosperity mentality. And it's not the sin. The sin is to think, or to, I would say it in another way. If you are born poor, that's not bad. That's nothing. But if you stayed poor, if you died poor, that's your problem.
Oh, Adam's laying it on the line right now. I like that.
Because you didn't think right. You didn't do the right work to at least to get the right amount of money, or the right amount of or the right relationship, the right health or wealth to live. Because we live only one life right now. Right? So you need to enjoy it. If you kept saying I'm poor, I live from the poverty mentality, you will live it. You will live it.
Yep.
So you need to change that. That's what we are saying. Your attitude about money, your attitude about yourself, how you see yourself in the life. If you are seeing yourself poor, you're gonna keep it. That's you earn it. You earn it. Yeah.
You know, Adam was keeping my attitude in check when we were having technical issues getting on this webinar for you guys. I started to get all flustered. Adam goes, "Whoa, buddy!" So we'll be a little late. That's okay. We'll get it out there, right? So I'd like to really break down attitude for our audience today, Adam, because I think that attitude is something that is so misunderstood. I mean, we all talk about it. I think you may have an idea of what you conceive attitude to be in your mind, or you might have an idea of what attitude is to you. And I thought I had a really positive attitude. It was actually really poor. We're gonna explain this a little bit deeper for you guys. First things first, I want you guys to comment. What do you think attitude is? Like in a short sentence, in a quick thought, just throwing it out there, how would you describe attitude? Because it's probably going to change after you hear this, okay? So first and foremost, attitude, really what attitude is, it starts in the thought. It starts in your thinking, okay? And as you have a thought, like let's say right now you are in debt. I'm going to use this as an example because many people are in debt. If you're in debt, somewhere in your mind, debt is taken hold. It's taken root in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're thinking debt. Those thoughts of debt cause feelings on a biological level, cause feelings that are unpleasant, uncomfortable, uneasy, worry, doubt. The bills are coming due. You're doubting, do I have enough money? Can I cover it? I have to make these payments. This debt is looming. It's always on my shoulders. It's always on my mind, right? I take it to bed with me when I go to bed and I wake up with it in the morning. If you're living from that place, then you're feeling uncomfortable. You're feeling unease. You're feeling dissatisfied, many negative emotions, right? Maybe you're even angry at yourself. How did I get this low? You know, how did I rack up all this debt, right? Maybe these are some thoughts you're having. It creates feelings in your body. Emotions are energy. Emotions, it's putting your body in what we call a vibration. And then your actions as a result of that vibration are negative. Unconsciously, you go and you spend the money you don't have. Unconsciously, you go and you mismanage the money you do earn. Unconsciously, you go into your job thinking, feeling, acting poor.
Yes.
And that reflects in your performance, and you just keep going down. You know, inflation's going up. I mean, it's a losing battle. You're in trouble. So what attitude is, my friends? It's the composite. It's the combination. It's the aggregate of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. That is attitude. What are your thoughts on that, Adam?
Yeah, I would say as much as you put inside your mind the positive energy, the positive thoughts, you will get the positive results. So if you keep feeding yourself with negativity, so your results will automatically, it will be negative. So and no doubt about that. It's gonna happen. Think positive, get positive results. Think negative, get negative results. Your thoughts became things. And that's a reality. And it's every one of us, everyone is watching us right now, have experienced that in their life. And I'm sure that you already experienced it. You resonate with me that every one of us had a moment that he have been really positive and have seen the good results coming up right away.
Right.
And at the same moment, you think very negative about something and you feel the depression, you feel the pain coming up right away. So all of that, it's affecting your whole life. It's not just like when you think you will change your whole life right now. If I said like, yeah, you can change positive right now, you can think positive, and your whole life is gonna change after this video. No, it's need work
Yes.
to change your negative habits to a positive habits. Your habitual life or your habitual exercises every day, that's very important for you. As I said before, like just when you wake up from your bed and you made your bed, that's an achievement.
Mm-hmm.
That's why in the army, when they jump up from their bed and they make their bed at the moment, and they go and shave their beards, and that's an achievement. That's a goal. They did it every day. That's a habit. So they wake up, they make a success while they are in the first minute in their day.
Wow.
So you can add that for the whole day. Same habits they done every day. They go there and they start to run around the place they are living in or somewhere in the camp, and they have to do it every day. So it's became a habit.
Yep.
So changing your money habits even, it's not that easy. How you spend your money, it's not that easy to change.
Right.
How to earn your money is not that easy to change. So that's an exercises. You have to do it every day. Right?
Right.
So, as I said, serving people, loving people, putting good energy outside, and mixing with winners, that's gonna change your whole life. That's gonna make you earn more information about how you earn money, how you make money, how you improve your health, your wealth, and you're gonna be rich in your whole life, not in just one area, which is just the money. No, it's everywhere, everywhere in your life, every area. When I'm talking about richness, I'm talking about your consciousness. Talking about your whole life. I'm talking about your, as I said, health, wealth, relationship, everything in your life. It has to be rich, and it's a right. You have the right to be rich.
Wow.
You're born with the right to be rich.
So true.
Because we have all the how I say that, all the resources. Is it there?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All the resources is there. You are the best creation. So enjoy that. Use the resources around you. Easy. Of course, it's easy when I'm saying it, and it's exercise to do it.
Right.
But you will figure out after at least 21 days.
Oh,
it's becoming easy.
You see that? That's key. And Adam makes a great point. If you love Adam's energy like I do, first of all, you should hit the link to join our private mastermind group, the Alchemy of Abundance, okay? Because we're going to go into even more detail here. We're going to be sharing the science of getting rich with you guys. And, you know, for our clients and for our friends who are going through that experience with us, we love you. Thank you so much for hopping on board. And if you come into this mastermind group, you're going to be mixing with people who are doing well. You're going to be mixing with people with this attitude, with this positive mental attitude, with thinking thoughts of abundance, thinking thoughts of happiness, health, and wealth. And as a result, that's going to rub off on you, okay? You're going to come into this group, feel these feelings, and you're going to take more positive action as a result. And that action is going to produce a reaction, law of cause and effect, right? And you're going to see positive results in your life as soon as you get on board. Maybe it starts as the way you feel, but that's a good place to start because you're the common denominator in every situation in your life, in every relationship, in every business, in every employment, in every engagement. Listen, you are your best friend and your worst enemy. Adam said you were born rich. Most of us are just a little short of money. That's it. That's all it really is. And money, like like Adam has said, is a reward for service rendered. It's a reward for serving people, for loving people. Now, let's say if you've thought about work that you'd like to do, or let's say you have a passion, let's say you have a purpose that you feel you can't earn money from. We need to separate those two, because the money will come. The money has to come by law. There's a way to monetize nearly anything, but you should be engaged in work. And I implore you, get involved in work that you're passionate about, because you will never achieve above average results or success in an area you don't like. And even if you do, you'll resent yourself and everything involved if you do, and it won't be worth it anyway. So serve in an area, serve in a capacity that you're suited for. Maybe you have natural talents and gifts for, but most of all, that you love, that activates you, that turns you on, that turns the gears, that gets you firing on all cylinders. That's where you need to be. Let's say you're in the work you want. Let's say maybe you're content with how things are right now with employment, as far as employment or your business goes. And you say, okay, Ian, Adam, what can we do? Like, what can we do right now to earn more money right now, tomorrow, right? So as you know, Adam and I are big on the laws, because when we harmonize with these laws,
Yes.
life flows, man. It flows. Like, we don't worry. I mean, look at it. Do we seem worried? Are we upset? No, we're doing what we love. We're serving people. It's all good. So, Adam, I would love to talk about the law of compensation with our guests here.
Yes, please.
The law of
Go ahead.
compensation is so critical. I mean,
Go ahead, please. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'm just going to share a thought. The amount of money that comes to you, first of all, comes from the value that you bring, not your time. We're not trading time for money. We just happen to get paid a lot of times on the hour or on the month or whatever. Okay. If you were paid for your time, you can go ahead and stay in bed. They'll send your checks, right? No, that's not how it works. So first, we need to disassociate time and money. If you want to create time and money freedom, disassociate time and money. We got to get that out of the gate right now. If you have this sort of dream or this vision of being financially free, free yourself from your finances. Free yourself from the time and money relationship.
Yeah, totally
First
right.
of all.
Totally
First
right.
of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, the law of compensation. Adam, why don't you take it away and explain the law of compensation for our guests?
I will take it from another perspective. Sorry, Ian. I will take it because I want to really get in touch with this point. I would say, guys, because I hear that a lot. I'm broke. So I will tell you something. Broke is a temporary situation. But poor is like a broken mentality, right? Poor is a mental condition. So being broke is fine. That's gonna pass. If you work on it, that's gonna pass. It's gonna happen. It happens to everyone.
Right.
I believe I've been broke. I believe Ian being broke one day, and it happens.
Yep.
But if you kept yourself broke, and if you stayed with the I'm poor, that's the mentality condition. And if you want to keep your mentality condition as that way, so that's your problem. You need to figure out the way to go out of this. And so you will ask me, like, how I can figure out the way? I'm not here to tell you, like, step by step, hey, you go there and you work in this job and you open this kind of business so you will make money. No. This is not the right way, actually, to earn money or to go over this situation or to go over like a crisis that we are in.
Yes.
It's about your mind. It's about your thoughts. And that's what you didn't expect from me to hear. So I will say first, the first step to raise your awareness. Raise awareness about you, where you at right now. Where are you? And where you want to go. So at least first, you know where you at, and be honest with yourself. Where I am right now. If you are not honest with yourself, where you at right now, you will never know where you are going, and you would not be able to solve the situation. So let me give you an example. I would say, like, I will lie on myself. I will say I'm in a good condition. I am earning enough money. So why you are having debt? Why you can't have your dream car? Why you can't have your dream house? So you are not in the mint condition that you are looking for. You are not having the money and time freedom that you are looking for. So you are not honest with yourself. Be honest and say, like, hey, yeah, I know that I'm earning not enough money right now, and I'm looking for this portion of money or this amount of money monthly or yearly. So you will know where you're at, and you will know where you are going for. So if you want to, Ian, to give an Ian, if you want to say something about the law of compensation, please go ahead.
I will, and I will add to what Adam just said. Honesty is light. Honesty is light in your life. Lying to yourself or others, concealing, shrinking from, turning away from, this is darkness. Okay? And we cannot change what we don't shed light on. I don't want to go over anyone's awareness here, Adam, but talking about light is consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you shine your consciousness, when you shine your light on how things really are, I mean, really get honest with yourself. I'll never forget the day I got really honest with myself. It's happened several times now, and at major turning points in my life. Most recently, remember, I'll take you back to that job where I was unsatisfied, I was unfulfilled, I wasn't earning the money, poor attitude, right? Putting on a good show for everybody, but all the while escaping to my own world, like hiding myself away, covering up everything that was wrong. And people would ask me sometimes, when it would show, Ian, what's wrong? And I didn't want to talk about it. Don't bother me about that. No, I don't want to talk about what's wrong. Like, we're afraid to face how things really are. But here's the deal. When you face things how they really are, yeah, sometimes it can be crushing. Sometimes it can be painful. But that is the first day of the rest of your life, because when you face your reality, now we can work with it.
Exactly.
Whatever we shed light on, whatever we shed our consciousness on, we can now work with it. We can change it. But you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Right? So that's really powerful. But I mean,
so that goes with, like, as a fight and flight.
Yes.
Like situation. So if you're really facing like a lion outside, and you are lying to yourself, and this is a cat, so you would never run.
Right.
You need to know the reality. So you can't run right away from the lion, because it's gonna kill you. Right? Same as the poverty. It's gonna kill you. It's gonna kill your passion. Wow. It's gonna kill your relationship. It's gonna kill your health. It's gonna kill your work, your dreams. So because you are born rich, you have the right to get rich. And again, I will say it again: rich is not only money. Rich is everywhere in your life, every area in your life. Right? So I would give you guys, by the end of this video, by the end of the live, I will give you step-by-step strategy to get rich. Right? But right now, I need to open your mind to accept what we are saying. Right. Because I know you expecting, like, say 1 + 1 = 2. Yep. Exactly, 1 + 1 = 2. But the 1 + 1 = 2 that you get in school is different than the 1 + 1 = 2 that I'm gonna tell you right now, me or Ian. Because 1 + 1 = 2, it has a science behind it. you don't save it like as you get it in the school. I can say it's a 4 quarters plus 4 quarters, you're going to get 2. So it's still 1 plus 1 equal 2. But where's the science? Where's the parts? Where's the components behind the 1 plus 1 equal 2?
Right. Yes.
You need to know the certain way to get rich. You need to know the certain way to go out of poverty to the prosperity mentality. So you need really to open your mind to accept all the ideas it's coming from you from the surrounding.
Mm.
And again, I would say your winner circle, the people are surrounding you, the people you are asking for advice, you need to check their results. You need to see how they are doing right now. You don't need to listen for anyone. You need to see what's the results they have. So when I got mentored and Ian got mentored by Bob, we checked Bob's results and we saw like, yes, this man has a good results. He's better than us. He's doing this and this and this. So I trusted his results.
Yeah.
I don't have to trust Bob. I trust his results.
Yes, very critical. Very critical. Some of you guys watching this, you don't give a crap about Bob Proctor, and that's fine. He just happens to be close to our heart, and he's done a lot to transform our lives and teach us. But here's the reality, guys. Who you listen to is so important. And I mentioned this in a live, like I think it was a few days ago or last week now. Who you listen to is so important. But it's not so much that you have to be wary of the person themselves. It's like Adam's saying, their results. Like if I'm unhappy, and I have a friend who's miserable, I mean way more unhappy than I am I going to take advice on how to be happy from him or her? That doesn't make any sense, guys. We do it all the time though. I mean, let's be honest. How many times have we just had like our best friend or a sibling or our parents tell us something?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, coming from a place of they by results, by their life situation, they've not demonstrated that they know what it is they're saying.
Yeah.
And yet we go, yep. I mean, family tradition, right? I got to listen to mom and dad. I got to listen to grandma. I got to listen to my aunt and uncle. They have my best interest at heart. They do, but they don't necessarily have the results to suggest that what they're telling you is going to help you. And, and I was thinking, Adam, about what you said about, the people attending this call, I mean, with us here, the people watching with us here, you guys are probably expecting like some kind of step-by-step, I'll build a funnel, we're going to build a company, let's get into cryptocurrency. No, guys, because it starts in your mind.
Yeah. All of that comes later.
All of that comes later. Exactly. You figure out the mindset first. You figure your thoughts out first. And I know I'm going to be speaking to some of you right now. Some of you are stuck right now. You may not admit it to us. You may not comment about it. You may not talk to your friends about it. But some of you, despite your results, whether positive or negative, you've hit a plateau. You're not sure what to do now. It's always here. Always.
Yeah. Exactly. So I would say that it's, do you know, I'll give an equation for making money, which says FG plus E equal I.
Say that again, Adam.
FG plus E equal I. So what's that? It's your financial goals plus expenses equal your income. So when you know what's your financial goals and you know what's your expenses, you will get the income you're looking for. Right? So let's say I have a financial goal to have $1 million a year. And I have an expenses $200,000 a year. So right now I know that's my income should be $800,000 a year. So when I know that, I gonna build my whole life around that. I gonna build my thoughts, my things, my everything I would like to have around my income. So I'm not gonna exceed it, or I'm not gonna like lose something from it. So you build your ideas, you build around your income. So sometimes we need to figure out a project we would like to do, a business I would like to open. So how you would open a business without knowing your financial goals and without knowing your expenses?
Right.
You need to know those. How are you gonna succeed in your life without knowing your expenses, the monthly expenses you have? Your rent, your health insurance, your car payment, your gas, your food. If you don't know that, how are you gonna figure out the job or the lifestyle that you are looking for? If you don't have financial goals, how are you gonna earn it?
Wow. Powerful. Powerful. Simple formula,
Like,
guys.
yeah, if I don't know where I'm going, if I have a ship or a aircraft, and I want a flight, or I want to like take it in the sea. So if I don't know where I'm going to, if I don't have a plan, if I don't have a map, so I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going to. So what's the point to start up a business or to start up a job or a career, and I don't know the financial goals I would like to have? Yeah. And I don't know what expenses I'm going to spend in this. So you need to know those to know your income by the end. To know, so then by this time, you will know this is suitable for you or no. Right. So you don't go in something and you don't know it's okay for you or no. Some of us, they go in a job or a career or a business and it's not suitable for me. I'm not meant for it. I don't feel it. I don't love it. So I'm not going to go for it.
Right.
I will think about it first.
Right.
You need to think, then you do the action.
And it's so critical because once we figure out where we are, once we've gotten honest with ourselves, Adam, about where we are, and you watching this, if you're ready to face yourself, which is the scariest thing you ever have to do, by the way, when you get over yourself, when you master yourself, nothing can stop you. Nothing. When you get over yourself, let's put it that way. When you get over yourself and you want to get on to other things, you do need to figure out where you're going, because without a plan, without a purpose back of that plan, without a desire to see that through, you're not going to get anywhere. I promise you. Or you'll spend so much time planning it and thinking about it and wondering about it and fantasizing about it, dreaming about it, but you won't take action on it. Yeah. So maybe you have tons of inspired ideas. You know, maybe you're a very creative person. Maybe you do a lot of thinking, but not a lot of acting.
I love that, yeah, because you don't have to think from the lack of limitation.
Right.
You need to think from the opposite way. Mm. You have no limits.
Right.
We are infinite. We can think as much as we can. Mm. I can create tons of ideas a day. I can create, but normal people and the average, they think they have 3 to 4 thoughts or 3 to 4 ideas a year. But if you are thinking, that's cool for you. That's growing your brain cells actually. So you keep growing when you are thinking. I can write a whole page a day with ideas, but which one I will go for? The one I will more resonate with.
Right, right.
I will never think from the lack of limitation. That's why poor stay poor.
Yeah.
Because they think from the lack of limitation, and when they think from that, so I am tired. My age is not good for. I'm so old. Mm-hmm. I can't see very well. Whatever. People don't like me.
Yeah, there's so many good excuses, right?
So you keep giving me excuses, or you keep giving yourself excuses not to do the action, not to be to getting whatever you would like to have. So you keep putting yourself in the lack of limitation, right? And that's not good. That's not good for you. Yeah.
Listen, if you're ready to break free from lack and limitation, if you want to learn how to let those limiting beliefs go and embrace some really empowering ideas, some really powerful material, we would love for you to join our mastermind group. There's no cost associated. We want to have you in the group. We want to invite people in who are a little more serious about their growth. But we're not asking anything of you other than to take a look and mix around with us, have some conversations with us. We can help you. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, you know, if you guys are like the scientists of wealth or whatever, how come the wealthy people aren't talking about this stuff? Well, first of all, their mind is so steeped in money, they don't have time to think about much else. Also, a lot of them are unconscious competence. What does that mean? That means that they unconsciously have a prosperity consciousness. They have the habitual behavior. Success is always a result of habit, but so is failure.
Yeah.
What are your habits, right? Successful people have installed those habits that are getting them where they want to go, and it doesn't take conscious effort on their part anymore, because they've built themselves to such a point where they've had a favorable environment that allowed them to grow that way, that allowed them to form those habits. So that's why, you know, you don't have Elon Musk talking about the laws and the science of getting rich, because I mean, he's rich, first of all. Second of all, I mean, he's not in the business of teaching or sharing. He's in the business of technology. He's in the business of philanthropy. He's in, you know, God, I don't even know what he's into now. He's probably building some kind of a Tesla rocket or something. I don't even know. But he got there as a result of habit, because most of your behavior is habitual. In fact, almost all of your behavior is habitual. It's just which way is your habitual behavior taking you? Are you walking off the edge of a cliff, or are you climbing your own Mount Everest and about to enjoy the view at the top? And you know, if you want to start that climb, if you want to change your direction, if you want to pivot, stop wasting energy and disintegrating. If you want to install some positive habits and behaviors and mix with positive people, join our mastermind. We're going to help you. We're going to share with you the science of getting rich over the course of this weekend and beyond.
Yeah.
God, I don't even know where this relationship is going. I have no idea. I hope it's going to grow. I hope you're going to stick around with us.
Yeah. So let me give you right now 5 steps for getting rich. The first one, know where you're at and know where you are going. So this is the very, very first one. As we said, you need to be honest by yourself about that. Number 2, set a definite amount of money you need to earn monthly or yearly.
Yep.
Definite amount. Don't say I need to earn more money. No. It's not working. $5 is more money, more than you have. So that's not working. You need to set up a definite amount of money to earn. Number 3, know exactly what you are going to give in return of earning this money. Whom you are gonna help after you earn this amount of money. Whom you're gonna, what kind of charity you're gonna do. Because that's a law. Still, it's a law. You give good, you get good. All right? Number 4, set up a definite plan for earning this amount of money. Right? So it's very important to have a definite plan. You have to imagine it, you feel it, you test it, you touch it. Do it. Number 5, which is the most important thing, take action. You can do all of that and you stay in your bed. And that's not going to happen. Taking action is the key. And we will take these 5 steps in details in our group. So please
Yeah.
join the group
Yes.
so you can know these 5 steps in details. We can take you there, and we're gonna give you like an ebook to take action, like an action plan, so you can go over this one and you can have it written. Because if it's not written, it's not in reality.
Right.
Still in your dreams.
Right. Just like the spoken word is power, just like your spoken word creates your reality, so does your written word.
Exactly. So join our group to see this 5 exact steps to get rich in details. And I will hope you take the action. So this is going to be the first action.
Oh my goodness.
Know that you are really committed to your goals and your dreams.
Right.
If you are not committed to it, so that's your decision. Take decision.
Indecision is a decision, guys. Indecision tells the universe, hey, I'm cool right where I'm at. I'm going to throw it in neutral. I'm going to stay right here. That's fine. But life keeps going. Time keeps going. Your health keeps going. The bills keep coming. So you want to be in the smooth sailing, full sail on your way to the island of prosperity, or do you want to be going downstream, rough waters, no sail, no paddle, no oar, nothing, just sharp rocks at the bottom? I mean, it's up to you. It really is. And
if you are not growing, you are dying.
So the law of life. Growth is the law of life. So powerful, so powerful. And Adam, I'm just going to talk law of compensation, and then I think we're going to wrap it up here.
Perfect.
So again, you guys, if you're getting excited about, even the possibility, like just play with us, even the possibility that things could be better. Would it be worth joining a Facebook group and hang out in? You don't even have to really participate, just hang out in there. We're going to put stuff in there for you.
Yeah.
So would it be worth, if your income can go up, your health could improve, if your mentality can improve, your relationships can improve, is it worth hanging out in a Facebook group? Come on, I'd say yeah. And then there's a secret behind the action piece. I struggled with action. I struggled with taking action. Anybody in my past knows that I talked a great game. I didn't do a whole lot about it. But I found a secret to taking action. I found a secret behind big action takers. I'm going to share it with you right now. I thought maybe I'd withhold it in the Facebook group. Now, I just want to give it to you now. Here's the thing. If you're not taking action and there's something that it is that you want, there's a purpose, there's a plan, there's a goal. Maybe you've taken Adam's steps and you already have them written down, which I encourage you to do. Again, remember, writing is creation. Maybe you got all this lined up. Maybe you've had it, but you're not taking action. Why? Well, it's your level of desire.
Yeah.
You have to want it. I used to work with I was a carpenter for a couple of years, and I worked with some very effective action takers, very simple people. There's nothing wrong with the trades. There's a lot of intelligent, amazing, incredible people in the trades. I'm not talking down to that. I'm just saying I worked around some very, very linear thinkers, right? But they told me this one thing, and it took me years to understand why they kept telling me it. Ian, you got to want it. You got to want it. You got to want it. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't even want to be here, right? That I was set up for failure from the start. It's so true. When you want what it is that you're after enough, you'll move heaven and earth to get it.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop you. You couldn't be chained down because you're going to break those chains. Like when you want it that much, action happens without you trying. There's no more effort. There's so much energy. It's bursting out of you. It has to go somewhere. It manifests in your action.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And I will keep always saying that we have one goal, guys, here. It's helping you.
Yep.
Because helping you, helping us. And we would love to serve you powerfully, very powerfully, because we love to do that. I love to serve people powerfully. Ian too love to give all what we have. And we don't think about returns. We don't care. It will come because we know that's a law.
Right.
We keep giving, and we are here to help you. Join the link. We're gonna Ian will have the link of the group for you, and join the group, and you will see like-minded people there for you, and you will learn not just from us, from the people who are going to be there, because they are all in the same type of awareness.
Right.
They are all thinking from the same perspective. So give yourself the chance and make yourself a favor, actually,
Yes.
by moving forward and taking action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You guys, the amount of money that you earn is driven by law. I mean, not just the law of cause and effect, right? That's the law of laws. Not just the law of sowing and reaping and harvest, right? But there's a law that governs your compensation, even in the marketplace, even in the economy. And it goes like this. It's 3 steps. Maybe you've heard this before if you're a fan of Bob. The amount of money that you earn will always be in proportion to the need for what you do, your ability to do it, and the difficulty in replacing you.
Exactly. I love that.
Yeah. And now if you're doing something in the marketplace, if you're adding value somewhere, no matter how seemingly low you are in an organization or how high you are, there's a need for what you do. So then all we really have to focus on is your ability to do it, number 2. Because as you get better at what you do, you become, number 3, very difficult to replace. Because, like, for example, if you're in a very low-paying job right now, I was in a very low-paying job. I was in a low-paying job because there was a need for it, but, you know, it's not a very high barrier to entry. And, you know, I was pretty replaceable. So my pay stayed pretty low. So it didn't matter how good I was, you know, I was a great employee. Didn't matter. My income wasn't going to be skyrocketing anytime soon. So you have to get all 3 of these right. But if you focus on number 2, nothing can stop you. You can promote yourself. You can write your own ticket, whether you work for a corporation, whether you work for a business, whether you own your own business, whether you have a product or a service that you offer. Maybe you're independent, an independent business owner. I'm telling you, if you focus on the ability to do what you do, and you become an expert at what you do, nobody can get in your way.
Yeah, we would love to hear from you guys. We would love to listen to your suggestions, your situations, your problems. And we are totally there for help. We are totally there to solve these problems. We know exactly what we are doing.
Yes. And
we are very expert in what we are doing right now. So get the help. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
Because if you are not asking for help right now, you will waste your time. We are there for you. That's it. I cannot add any more. So
that's it.
We are here for you.
That's it, guys. We're here for you. The door's open. Your minds are open. The door's open. Here we are. We're here to serve you. We'd love to have a conversation. We'd love to hear from you. Like Adam said, we'd love to learn about you. What is your situation? What are you really struggling with? What do you really love? What do you really want? We'd love to learn these things. And if you leave a comment, we will surely respond to you. We'll get back to you. And we'd love to see you. We hope to see you. We pray to see you in the group with us, because the Science of Getting Rich is just 2 days away. And I'm psyched. I am pumped. It's goal setting time, Adam, right? May's coming up. We got May plans in the works here. So yeah. I'm pumped. I hope you guys take it seriously and get involved.
Perfect.
Anything you want to add, Adam, or should we sign off?
Nope, I'm all good.
I am too, my friend. So I think we're going to shut it down.
Yep. Love you all, guys.
Love you guys.
See you soon.